Hey everybody, welcome back to Lara Trump, Wanted for Questioning. Ready to go today. I hope you got good questions, maybe a mean one, maybe some questions about what we did for Halloween, how it's all gone. Let's see what you got. Question number 1. Will President Trump be able to make it to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina soon? Oh, I'm going to put in a good word. You know, I grew up just an hour or so north of Myrtle Beach. So I frequented that area quite a bit growing up, and it is lovely. I'm going to suggest that he goes there. Although I think what you're going to see is after the end of January, beginning of February, things are going to start to get crazy, really ramp up with the campaign. We obviously have the Iowa caucuses. That's sort of like the kickoff to really campaign season. And I know we've had the debates and you know, my father-in-law has been out doing rallies and town hall events and those sort of things. But starting at the sort of right at the beginning of 2024, things are going to take off. I think by the late spring sometime, we should have early spring. I think we should have confirmation that Donald Trump will be the Republican nominee. And then, he's going everywhere. You remember this stuff from the past 2 elections. He'll do like 3 or 4 rallies a day, sometimes 5 rallies a day even. He wants to go and he wants to go hard. So yes, we're going to be visiting the Carolinas throughout the course of the campaign. And I will put in a good word for Myrtle Beach. You got it. Okay, next question. Oh, we got a Halloween question. What were your kids for Halloween? So here's the thing with my kids is, and I feel like every parent understands this, they decide what they want to be. And then the next day it could be something totally different, right? So I really wanted to kind of wait on this and not go in too hard, too early for the Halloween costumes. Initially, my son kept telling me he wanted to be a bunny. And my daughter kept telling me she wanted to be a rainbow kitty. Try to find some of those costumes out there. If you want a bunny costume for a 6-year-old, good luck, because they don't exist. They're out there for like 6-month-olds, not 6-year-olds. That was a problem. A rainbow kitty, I don't know. I don't even know how I was going to attempt that. So I took them to Spirit Halloween. Of course, there's a little pop-up store just down the street from school. One afternoon, we went by there. And obviously, we were looking for a rainbow kitty costume. And obviously, we were looking for a bunny costume until my son spotted the Mario costume. That was it. He was all in on Mario. And I was like, okay, this is great news. Now, what do we do about Carolina? Like, what am I going to do? Now I'm going to have to like manufacture some sort of a rainbow cat outfit. I don't know. Then right over just to the right of the Mario costume, a Princess Peach costume. And for those of you who don't know, this is from, this is Mario, Princess Peach. They're in the same deal. They watched recently the whatever, I don't even know what it's called, Mario movie? What do we call it? This shows you how much attention I've really paid to it. They recently watched it. She's going to be, she went in for Princess Peach. He decided he wanted to be Mario. So all done, all said at the end of the day. I'm happy. We got it all knocked out in one shot there. And the good news is they've gotten to wear these outfits several times already. So they got to wear them for jujitsu. My daughter got to wear hers for dance. Of course, at school, they did a whole little thing at school. So we really got the value, I feel, out of Mario and Princess Peach. So I'm very happy with this year's costumes. Thank you very much. Okay. Oh, here's a nice one. When is your podcast over? Not that I listen to it, but I'd like other people to be spared from your nonsensical and entitled ramblings. Well, first of all, nonsensical, no. Everything here is fact-based. Everything we talk about as it relates to this country, the world, my father-in-law, politics, all of it based in fact, based in truth. That's how we on the conservative side of the aisle actually operate. It's not based in emotion. Like I know a lot of these folks, and I'm sure you, sir or ma'am, are basing a lot of your major life decisions on emotion. That's how the Democrats operate. That's not how we do things. And that's certainly not how we do things at this show. Entitled ramblings. How is it that I'm entitled? I'm here doing the work. I'm putting in the time. I'm here trying to put out good content for people. There's nothing entitled about anything that I'm doing, sir or ma'am. So I think you may want to take a quick look in the mirror. And when is the podcast over? I don't think it's going to be over anytime soon. we've got a lot to do. We've got a lot of people to inform. We want to expand our reach. Please, if you're watching this, make sure you share it with other people, because we've got to get information out there. The problems in this country can be traced back to the fact that people are making decisions and voting for people with very little information. You got sold a false bill of goods if you voted for Joe Biden in 2020, which I'm sure, most of the people who voted for him didn't technically vote for him, but okay, we see what you did there. But if you actually cast a vote for Joe Biden and you thought he would be this nice old Uncle Joe bringing dignity back to the White House, this is where we really get back to who we are as a country. And yet here we are with open borders, with 100,000 Americans a year dying from fentanyl overdoses. Who's coming through our southern border? We have no idea. We've got sky-high gas prices because we lost our energy independence. We were a net energy exporter under Donald Trump, $1.87 per gallon of gas when Donald Trump was president. Now it's still hovering, probably most places around this country, around the $4 mark. That hasn't gone down at all. Inflation still sky high. Talk about disasters around the world. Wow. When America is weak, the rest of the world is weak. So we're not done anytime soon. We've got to inform people. We got to get people to wake up and realize that our country and honestly the world is at stake right now. And we've got just over a year to do it. So I'm not going anywhere. But you are welcome, sir or ma'am, to tune back in anytime. You might learn a thing or two. So I would highly recommend it. Thank you very much. Okay. Next question. If you were first lady, what would you like to make a positive impact in? So I guess in what space? God, there's so much. There's so much. First of all, I've got 2 kids in school, and nothing is more depressing to me than to see how far our educational system has truly fallen in a relatively short amount of time. I mean, I grew up going to public schools. I went to a public elementary, middle, and high school. I went to a state college. And since my time in school, I feel like things have just disintegrated and things are really in shambles. So I think we need to make some big headway there. Obviously, it's going to start with, taking out some of these teachers unions who really are doing everything they can to destroy our children. Think about the impact of this. Think about the fact that you have all these kids out there who aren't even meeting basic proficiency in their grade level for reading, for math. How in the heck are these kids going to go out one day and actually be functioning adults? How are they going to get a job one day? What are they going to do to support themselves? We're going to have to deal with them as a country at some point. So we have to start now by ensuring we are actually educating our kids and giving them a leg up in life. That is how you make an impact. So I think I certainly would love to do something in that space. I know it's a heavy lift, but man, we better start talking about it. We better start doing something about it. Otherwise, these kids one day will be the ones running our country, and man, we be in a mess at that point. Look, and I also am a huge animal person. I do as much as I can now for animals. You may know this, you may not know this. Since Joe Biden became president, the euthanization rate in this country of animals in shelters has skyrocketed. It is 6 times higher now than it has ever been in the history of this country. And it's because people can't afford it. They can't afford to keep their family pets. These are parts of your family. Are you kidding? My dogs sleep in bed with us every single night. These are members of your family, and people are having to make these heartbreaking decisions about taking their dog or cat to a shelter, knowing they will probably be euthanized because they're having to make either a decision on that or feeding their kids, and at the end of the day, I understand why people have to make these decisions. We should not have to euthanize a single dog or cat in this country, period. There are solutions to this problem, yet, of course, it all boils down to people making money at the end of the day. So those would probably be 2 things that I could just say here right now I would like to tackle. And heck, I don't have to wait to become first lady. I love that somebody thinks that that's happening one day. We will see. We could all make an impact on our own in this space. So stay tuned. Okay. Next question. Please let me know what you eat for breakfast. Maybe you could list a few different things. I'm so bored with breakfast and I need a healthy option. God, breakfast is like a chaotic time at my house. I'll be really honest. It really depends on the day and what's going on. Oftentimes, one of my favorites, I love eggs. I could eat eggs like all day, every day, for every meal. Really, honestly, I could eat them breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I know that's kind of crazy. So I'm going to say, I assume maybe eggs are already on the docket for you. But I'm just going to give you a quick rundown on how to do the best scrambled eggs you've ever had. If you go over to Scotland, you will find that some of the items of food over there, maybe not your cup of tea. Maybe you don't like a haggis per se. Maybe you're not into a blood pudding. They make the best scrambled eggs I have ever had. And so I had to find out how the heck they're making these eggs. Now, if you take out all of the cream and the butter in them, but you scramble eggs and add just a tiny bit of cheese. It doesn't have to be enough. Get you some of that shredded cheese, just a little sprinkle in there. Whip them up very, very well. Make sure they're really done before you put them in the pan. You want a low setting. You don't want high heat to scramble these eggs. Now, it's going to take you, 5-7 minutes, but you just keep them moving. Get a wooden spoon or a spatula, keep them moving. And what's going to happen is you need to take them off just before they look like they're finished, and you're going to have the best scrambled eggs you've ever had in your life. So maybe that's a way I can help you make a healthy change in your breakfast routine. I don't know. I also sometimes I get those their egg white wraps or their egg wrap. It's like a wrap. You keep it in the refrigerator, and sometimes I'll take one of those and maybe just put a little piece of cheese in it, heat it up. Delicious, high protein. Good to go. It's good when you're like running out of the house with children, you got dogs running out and everything else. So I'm going to suggest that. Try the scrambled eggs. It's going to take a little longer than your average scrambled egg, but I'm going to guarantee you best scrambled eggs you'll ever eat. Okay. Next question. What position will you have in President Trump's 2024 campaign? And when will we see you at rallies? Wow. Do you think I should get back involved with the campaign? Is that what we're saying here? It's interesting because in the second go around for things, second campaign, I was involved from the jump, from the day basically my father-in-law was inaugurated as president in 2017. I worked with the campaign. There was a very small group of us that remained at the campaign headquarters. We still did rallies, if you remember. We did fundraising. We kind of kept the ball rolling there because he didn't really want to shut things down, knowing that he would have to ramp them back up at some point. So it's interesting because I was there, and it's a lot. There's a lot that you have to deal with when you work on a presidential campaign. It was a great experience. It was a great learning experience for me, certainly. I don't know. It sounds like you guys think that maybe I should get back involved fully with the campaign. We will see. I'll tell you this. You'll definitely see us out there. Come sometime in the spring and certainly next fall. I can guarantee you, Eric and I will be full-fledged on the campaign trail. We will be making stops everywhere we possibly can because we cannot leave this to chance. We got to make up so much for all the cheating we know the Democrats love to do that we need to go into this thing with such a big lead that they're like, oh my God, we can't do a 3 a.m. spike with this. We're never going to make it. So yeah, we're going to be out there hustling. We're going to be out there working hard. We're going to be out there trying to save this country. And my husband is desperate to get our kids to some rally. I don't know where it'll be. I don't know when it'll be, but I agree with him. What an experience. If you have not gone to a Trump rally, this is it, folks. You're not going to get another one after this campaign cycle. You have just over 1 year. I think you have a year and a week until the whole thing is done, and you will never see anything like this again in history. It is a historic time. So I'm going to advise, make sure you're going to Trump rallies. Take your friends, take your family. There's never been anything like it. And so, yeah, I'll be taking my kids apparently to one coming up soon. Maybe we'll let you know. Maybe we'll keep you in suspense and talk about it afterward. But we'll certainly be out there working. So make no mistake, nothing is more important than getting Donald Trump elected as the 47th president of the United States. And we'll definitely be doing our part. All right, that'll do it for us here at Lara Trump Wanted for Questioning. Thank you for the great questions today. Send them our way, post under this episode, go to any of our social media and post there your questions. We will see them, we will answer them, And until next time, I'll see you back here for more of Lara Trump Wanted for Questioning. Nothing is worse than being on a phone call that drops. Nothing is worse than trying to text someone and you can't reach them because your phone is out of service range. And nothing is worse than supporting these major corporations and companies who don't support us. That is why I love Patriot Mobile. They are America's only Christian conservative wireless network. They use every cell tower out there available to all networks so that they have the greatest 4G and 5G coverage nationwide, and they support the causes that are important to us as conservatives. If you go today to patriotmobile.com/Lara Trump and use the promo code Trump, you will get free activation today. Again, that is patriotmobile.com/Lara Trump. The promo code is Trump for free activation so that you can get a great cell plan and feel good about doing it. So I'm like a lot of people. I love to wear an Apple Watch, but I hate how it looks. And I scoured the internet to search for the best looking Apple Watch cases I could find, and I found it. goldandcherry.com. They have absolutely beautiful watches, as you can see here. Everything is waterproof. Everything looks good with different outfits. You can get sporty, you can get fancy, but they are great quality, made out of Delaware in the United States of America. And they have been kind enough to give me a promo code that I can share with you if you want to get your hands on one of these as well. It's Lara T, Larat is the promo code to get yourself a discount at goldandcherry.com. And not only do they make Apple Watch cases, they also make great products for iPads and iPhones, keyboards, your desktop, everything you could possibly need. Goldandcherry.com. Use promo code LaraT so you can get yourself one of these today too. At The Right View, we're very proud of the fact that we are independent. We get to say everything that we think and everything that we feel. We have no woke companies guiding us or telling us what we can and cannot say. We are always going to shoot you straight and give you the facts as we know them. And that's why it's important to support independent outlets like The Right View. My name is Lara Trump, and I think Mike Lindell is a patriot. He is someone who loves this country, is willing to fight for this country. I love MyPillow because not only are MyPillows made in the USA by American workers, but they're great products, and they're so great that not only do I use them in my own bed at night, my children actually requested. My daughter the other day went to the closet and pulled out a MyPillow and said, "This is the pillow that I want to sleep with." And I gotta tell you, she loves it and will have nothing to do with any other pillow. So it's a big hit around our house. My dogs also happen to sleep on MyPillow dog beds. So all around the Trump household, we're big fans. If you go to mypillow.com today and use promo code Trump, again, promo code Trump, you will not only save money, but you will help us continue this show and other shows like it and help us continue the fight for the future of America. Inflation has impacted all of our lives. I don't think anyone can go to the gas pump or the grocery store without noticing that it is a major factor. And unfortunately, it's not going anywhere. It doesn't seem like it's going down in the way that we would like it to. And one way to protect your money is by investing in precious metals, gold and silver. That's always been a great way to make sure that you keep your money and you keep it safe. When you go to bh-pm.com, use promo code Trump. That way, if you decide you want to invest in gold and silver, you'll save yourself a little bit of money. We live in a time that's very interesting. A lot of us out there feel like a lot of our rights are slipping away. And if you're like I am and you want to have the right to choose whether or not to have a vaccine, how to live your life freely, and you're looking for a great doctor, I've heard amazing things about Dr. Sherwood. He's somebody who you should really check out and check into, and it'll help support this program and keep us going. So go to sherwood.tv and use promo code Trump. Again, sherwood.tv and use promo code Trump. You can save yourself some money and help us keep our program going.